Okay, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. I am here to do some free readings today. Readings for people who want to show up and have some questions. And we will see who's the first to show up. I have a couple that like to tune in just to see if I'm doing this. So we'll see if they come back. One person I know has a birthday today. Princess K, I was wondering if you'd be the first one. Welcome. Do you have a question? Happy to answer it for you. Are you still thinking about that crush? I'm just shuffling my cards here. Going to be using a new deck today. Yes, you are thinking about your crush. Yeah, I'm going to use this deck that I've been using for my element readings. It's an old deck that I pulled out, and it's been really fun. So if you have a question, let me know. Or if you just want a general. Just gonna look and see. Yeah, general. Okay. All right. General reading for Princess K. What is that? Steady process. I started doing pick a card readings. Arby is here. Welcome, Arby. And steady process came up in pick a pile. That's what I'm doing. And that came up in one of the piles. New career moves. Unexpected help. Well, seems pretty clear. What's the lowest age I would go? I've never been asked that. Pretty new at this. I know you're not supposed to read for children. I don't know how to answer that, to be quite honest. I'm gonna do this reading for Princess K, and we'll see. We'll see if I come up with any answers. Oh, okay, 20's fine. No problem. I was gonna say if you're like 13 or something. I don't know. So Princess K, yeah, the steady process around moving towards some kind of new career. Maybe it's something that you want to do for yourself. Get into business for yourself. Anything you do, particularly like that, requires steps. You got to take one step at a time. Baby steps are best. Sort of like me in this channel. But as we have the coins here. As you take those steady steps, you follow the steps, you follow the process, you're going to start to see results. Those coins are going to show up. New career moves also makes me think of trying new things. Maybe it has to do with, maybe you are trying something new, and as far as a career goes, and you are just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Again, kind of like I'm doing on this channel. But what's really nice is as you do this, as you're doing this steady process, trying these new things or this new career, you are going to get unexpected help. Lots of coins here. So it's looking really good career wise, money wise. Things are going to come to you when you need them. The money's going to flow in. You just got to remember to take those steps. That you can't go start at A and go to Z directly. You have to hit all the letters in between. But this is looking good. So hey, give it a try. Throw things at the wall. See what sticks. Best advice I can give you for anything, really. RB. All right. Thank you, Princess K. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up at so many of my readings. It's great to see you, to see your name. I'm not seeing you, but you know, energetically, I'm seeing you. So RB says, I must also be 20. Thank you. That is an amazing compliment. You are my new best friend. Yes, I'm 20. Sure, yes. The room is very cozy. Yeah, these guys are very cozy girls. The brown couch can be comfortable. First time I tried it, though, I threw my back out. So you have to sit correctly on it. Usually having a pillow helps. You would break it. Why you'd be jumping on it? So RV, do you have a question? Do you have anything specific you would like to know about, or do you want me to just do a general reading for you? Or are you just here to say hi and see what's going on over here at Inviting Possibilities? Jumping. Yeah, I have not tried jumping on it. Could be fun, like a trampoline. Has my son tried jumping on this one? I have another couch that he's tried, and that one I keep telling him don't because it'll break, because it was already broken when I got it. So Alice, Lucy is here, and Libra Goddess just showed up. Destiny Dreyer, am I saying that right? Dreyer. Hello, yes. On the couch sounds fun. So yeah, Arby, do you have a question? Do you want a reading? Shoot me a yes or no. If not, I'm going to jump to Alice Lucy. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. RB, question? You die happy. Sounds like a personal choice. Well, all right. Let's see. Thank you, Libra Goddess, also for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys so much. Will Harvey die happy? I can't exactly answer yes or no questions. I'm not good at that, but I'll give you the general gist of things for you. New love energy. I mean, that sure looks good. That sure seems like that's gonna bode well for you on your deathbed. The Tower. It says discovery, change, and adjustments. Frankly, I believe that all change is good. I'm already doing a reading for you. You're just gonna have to take it. The cards are already coming out. This so far, this is looking like Like the tower isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's just something, it's an epiphany, it's a change, it's something really it stirs things up, it shakes things up, brings in a breath of fresh air sometimes. And that's kind of seeming what this is like. Making adjustments, maybe this is romantic love and you're having to adjust your life to suddenly like create space for somebody new. Hey, Mad Soul Tarot is here. Welcome. So, yeah. Until you hit the challenges and problems. And that could have to do with the, hi, Miranda Beauty. Thank you. This could be the tower. This could be that there's, dealing with something new. And this could be, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be just a new friend, a new favorite coworker, just finding it, discovering something about yourself that you love. But in whatever new relationship that you're encountering, there's an adjustment period. And sometimes we bump up against challenges and problems that, we have to navigate. We have to learn to compromise and work around and shift our perspective, change how we see things. I'm going to pick one more here just because you have made me laugh so much. But then we come to the Empress. Fertility, sensuality, coming to that place of just, being really, this is like overcoming the challenges. That no matter what you encounter, you're going to get to this place of fulfillment, happiness. I mean, you're young enough, like maybe this will lead to this. Maybe there's an actual baby in your future. I don't actually predict that kind of thing, but the Empress is very much that kind of goddess energy, the bringing forth of the new energies into the world, whether it's literal or like a project, a new energy, tapping into yourself, some kind of love, some kind of new love coming into your life that's shaking things up. It's really good, and you're gonna have to navigate it, but you're gonna get to this place of awesomeness. So yay on you, Arby. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I mentioned, who did I mention? Alice Lucy. You want to know who's your secret admirer? I'm going to dive into the Good Tarot deck. I feel like this is a really good one to read about energies, about people. Libra Goddess, I think you are after Alice. I will say that you are. Yes, you are. Isabella, I don't know that middle letter. I don't know how to pronounce it. Isabella G. Alice Lucy, yes, Libra was after you. Wait, what's the question again? Alice Lucy, who's your secret admirer? Libra was after. Oh, Libra was after you. Oh, I thought you meant your secret admirer was a Libra. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, because if they're secret, then you probably don't know who they are. Okay, yeah. Alice Lucy's secret admirer. No, I appreciate your help. It's very helpful. At a certain point, I have so many people on the list. I'm just going to ask people to like check back in and let me know you're still here. And then I will choose from there, because trying to go back to the top of the list ends up being such a pain. And then people leave or they fall asleep or whatever. So, but yes, Libra Goddess is next. So Alice Lucy. Um, so first of all, I'm getting that this person is very hardworking, um, very disciplined, very lots of perseverance, down to earth. Let me pick the other cards, and then I'll try and read it all together. Hi, Selena, welcome. Someone who is in the process of learning something. Maybe they're a lifelong learner. This is kind of that place of getting past the beginner phase and into that kind of body memory where you start to know the thing without having to think about it. Again, yeah, earthy, grounded. And Ace of Fire. They have some feelings for you. Your secret admirer likes you, is interested in a new beginning. Let me grab the book here. Because the messenger of earth, oh my God, I have ants. Ugh. All right. They are my friends till they invade my home. Oh, proceeding with integrity. Prudent and careful efforts, thoroughness, dedication. I think I said that. Industrious, lots of stamina. Yeah, again, gaining knowledge, learning and employing a new craft or skill. But again, it's not the beginning of the skill. It's that intermediate point. And the fire. Spirit-powered action, inspired transformation, access to co-creative power. So this person is also, they're grounded, but they take action. They're inspired to take action, to move forward on their inspirations. And this card in particular is saying spirit powered action. So it's like someone who's in at least aware that there's more than this 3D reality, that there's some kind of higher power. They're tapped in some way. So that resonates with you. Good. Oh, a dilemma between two people. Okay. So maybe this is speaking to one of them. Okay. Let me pick one more just to see. Let's get a final. King of Water. Yeah, the King of Water. Very high emotional intelligence. He doesn't always tell you his feelings, but he's aware of them. He's in touch. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Ritika. Welcome. Very compassionate. I want to say gentle, kind, fair. I don't know. Seems like he'd be a fun one to hang out with. generous, a good listener. Us ladies like those, huh? Actually, I don't know about you. I kind of like someone who talks back. I mean, who enjoys the conversation. Non-judgmental peacemaker, mediator. So I don't know. I don't know if this brings even more clarity. It is very clear. More the spiritual one. Okay. Good. Well, good luck with that. I won't say good luck. I don't actually believe in luck. A good journey on choosing the one that you feel is right for you. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. Okay, so next I said I would Libra Goddess. Libra Goddess. I'm going to jump back to the Oracle Tarot. That was good. Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. Seriously. Thank you for being here. What's your ex thinking when it comes to you? He's also a Libra. Okay. Two Libras walk into a bar. What's your ex thinking about you? Your ex. I don't know. Think about exes, like there are ex for a reason. maybe that's when you want to let go. But we'll see. Sometimes exes come back. Sometimes it can work out. I follow one guy who's like, I have never seen a reconciliation that has worked out or something like that. Personally, I don't know. I just work here. Don't want him back. Just curious what he's thinking. I gotcha. I hear you. All right. Let's see. Contemplation. Seems like you're on his mind. What else? Wisdom of experience. Seems like whatever you two have been through, whatever caused you to become exes, he's learning something from it. He's taking this time to consider how things went down, and he's learning. There's a good chance he's actually allowing himself to take the lesson and integrate it and use that wisdom to grow, to maybe actually inform how he moves forward, which is not so common. A lot of people just kind of shove it down, push it away. Oh yeah, my ex, they suck. They did this, they did that. Whatever, I'm moving on. I'm not going to think about it anymore. Meanwhile, it actually sits there and festers. And then guess what happens? The next person that comes along, the ex in a different body, because that wasn't healed. So this person might actually be doing the work, which is amazing. He should, because you cut him off for good. You were so done. All right. Yeah. And look, ego, internal politics. you bruised his ego. You stabbed that ego many times. And he's kind of, you left him reeling a little bit, which is good. Because again, anything that happens to us, there is a lesson in it. And, if we are on the receiving end of the stabbing, let's say, it can hurt really bad. It can feel really bad. But when you get through it, very often, if you're doing it right, if you're actually doing the work, you're going to feel better because you're going to take the gift, which is in the lesson, or is the lesson. What's your part in it? How would you do it differently? And so it seems like very much that's where he's at. He's figuring out his part in it, and he's growing and becoming wiser for it. So yeah, that's what's going on with that Libra. Kicking that Libra to the curb. And yeah, good for you. Good for you for having strong boundaries and saying enough is enough. I think a lot of people could learn from you. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Okay. So, oh my gosh, there's so many of you. TT is here. Hello. What I'm going to ask is I'm just not even going to go back up and see. Like, there's so many people that joined. Can somebody who hasn't gotten a reading yet just like chime in? Ooh, Ratika, how will you meet your soulmate? I'm not totally sure I can answer that question, but I will pull some cards around your soulmate and see what they say. Ratika. What do we need to know about Ratika's soulmate and possibly how they will meet? Well, there's gonna be relationship bliss when you do. Putting the past to rest. Judgment. I think that in order to come together with your soulmate, it's going to require both of you to put your past to rest. It's kind of like what I was saying before, where if you don't heal from the past thing, you're gonna keep attracting that same thing. You got to get to that place where you're like, okay, that thing happened. It really sucked. It really hurt. What was my part in it? What did I learn from it? How could I show up differently? Because everyone is a mirror of us. And so if you don't like how someone is showing up for you or showed up for you in the past, it could reflect how you're showing up for yourself, how you might show up for others, and healing that, forgiving yourself, forgiving the other people involved, allowing yourself to just, trying to heal yourself. Aren't we all? But it's like, cutting the ties, cutting the cords, but in a healing way. It's owning your part of things, forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to be in the situation in the first place, for any decisions that you made that you're like, oh, why did I do that? Like, we're always doing the best we can in any given moment. So getting to that place where you're like, okay, this happened. I can think about that person now, and it's kind of from a neutral place. There's not a charge there. And that's the point when you can call in someone new, because you're not putting out that same dissonant energy anymore. You're now in this place of like, yay, I've got my heart balloon and I'm happy. And, you've got all these cups and all your cups are full. You learned how to fill your own cups. And so then that attracts in someone else who mirrors that. Releasing the past. Yeah, that's a big one. Loving union and teamwork. I don't know how you're going to meet him. Maybe you're going to meet like at a coffee shop or a restaurant or some place out and about. But wherever, however this comes together, it's really good. And you said you're trying to heal yourself. You're doing the work. you're going to get there. You're going to get to that place of being able to release the past so that you can move forward, from a clean slate, feeling free, feeling happy, ready to give your balloon to someone. So, looking good, Ritika. Aqua female. Awesome. Awesome. And by the way, guys, I do element readings pretty much every day. So, whatever major placements you have in your chart, come check out my videos. Maybe there's something in there for you, some kind of little tidbits of wisdom that might help you with questions. I find it tremendously helpful for myself, and it's the kind of thing, like not every reading resonates. They are general, but usually there's something. I find there's always something, even if it's just like one little takeaway. But resources are available to you. There are millions of us out on YouTube at this point, so you can pick and choose. You are welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I noticed Cheryl popped out at me. How does Denver feel about you? How does Denver feel about Cheryl? Cheryl. V Goddess is here. Welcome. Cheryl. I am picking at random at this point, guys. Like whoever kind of pops up and shows up down at the bottom of the thing, so I know you're still here. Decadence and indulgence. And you are asking, how does Denver feel about you? Let me pick some more cards and see, because I feel like this could go either way. This could be a really positive card, and it could also be a little on the less positive side. Recharge your hopes. One more. I gotta read these all together. Princess K. I did your reading first. I thought you were here. I'm confused. If this will be up on YouTube when I'm done, and since you were first, you can just go on back and watch it because it was the first one. It'll be easy to find. Celebration and bounty. I'm doing Cheryl right now. Hey, Ruby R. Maybe I'll get to you. I'm kind of picking randomly. For now, I am doing a reading for Cheryl. This is the question, how does Denver feel about you? Okay. So here's what I'm getting from these. I feel like Denver sees you as somebody who isn't afraid to enjoy life, who's kind of, like I'm trying to think of a good like metaphor, but you're basically like, if something comes your way, you're gonna let yourself like play and have fun. These figures have green hair, and the green makes me think of like the heart chakra is green, and it's like the energy of the heart is just kind of flowing out of you, enjoying yourself in a really fun, playful way. And I feel like Denver is maybe Denver, recharging your hopes. It makes me think that Denver lost hope for a while. Maybe Denver thought that Denver could not enjoy life the way that you can. Kind of, Denver talked, I don't know if Denver's a guy or a girl, but Denver talked themselves out of thinking that they were worthy of you. But because there's a recharge to the hope, maybe they've discovered that there's a reason to hope. Maybe you two have been coming back together. Maybe you've been connecting on social media, or you've, said hello in passing on the street. I don't know what your situation is, but um, Denver's excited. This hope is leading to celebration of like, woohoo. I'm so excited for Cheryl to be in my life. And yeah, thank you, Mad Soul Tarot. I'm just gonna take one question from any given person today. You'll have to come back for another reading for more questions. There's no communication, and that could be because of this loss of hope. Now, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know where the ball is and whose court, but I have to say, if you're asking about Denver, maybe you could just say hello, like on social media, and be like, maybe that's what's going to cause this recharging of hope. Maybe Denver hasn't heard from you and is like, oh, Cheryl's forgotten all about me. I'm sad, and then, just by saying hello, that's letting Denver know, like, yes, you are thinking about Denver. And that's going to lead to some serious excitement. And see, she's carrying the flowers, lots of cups here, lots of emotions. So, yeah, crush. You're a crush. I would imagine it is because you're asking. Maybe you are also Denver's crush. According to the cards, it sure seems that way. Cards can be wrong. I'm tapping into energies. And honestly, the energies can be switched. It could be how, I'm tapping into how you're feeling about Denver. But honestly, I feel like if you're thinking about Denver, what's the harm in reaching out and saying hello? Worst comes to worst, Denver doesn't say anything back. And then you're like, okay, fine, I'm moving on. So I know it's not the best answer in the world, but at least from the cards that I pulled, it seems like could be good, could be worth it. All right. All right, Destiny. I didn't get you last time. How does Keegan feel about you? Haven't I seen you? I feel like I've seen you on another. You've been asking about Keegan for a while, haven't you? Keegan is in your brain. What do we need to know about Keegan and Destiny? Suspense. Waiting. There's some waiting here. Maybe trying to gain new perspective. No one's really sure what the other one's going to do. They're on this kind of this teeter-totter and waiting to see like who's like what's going to happen. If somebody jumps off, I had this happen when I was a kid on the teeter-totter, and I was up and the person on the down end decided they were done and they just got up and left. I went crashing to the ground and that really hurt. And so it could be that there's this waiting on both ends, like, are you gonna leave? Am I gonna leave? What's gonna happen? Like, just kind of waiting. There's a wait and see kind of feel to this. Talent and skills. You're waiting. This makes me think of you and or Keegan working on your own talents and skills right now. Like this card makes me think about there is a balance here. Being able to keep all the balls up in the air at once. Those look like coins to me. So this could be around work, around making money, getting to that place of feeling comfortable, feeling like you or Keegan have a good income, a good solid foundation financially. That could be part of the waiting. The Emperor. What does it say? Masculine, influence, power. Um, I feel like this kind of represents Keegan holding the power. Almost feeling like you have given your power away to Keegan. That maybe it's time for you to take your power back, to learn to juggle your own. Like this could not necessarily be money. This could be energy. Like, the thing about waiting is it's like there's an energy of, there's that yearning, there's almost a desperation in it, like, when is this person gonna come back? And that is giving your power away to that person, when really you want to be stepping into your own power, taking on that emperor energy yourself, because we all have masculine and feminine within us. So kind of rising up and being like, oh, wait a second, I have a lot to bring to the table. Oh my God, then we get the Empress too? Hmm. I don't know. It's like I have a couple different things. Like a part of me is thinking that this is a time, the talents and skills is you and or Keegan getting balanced within yourselves, balancing the masculine and the feminine within yourselves. And this could also be, like I was saying, like this feels like you've given your power away to Keegan, but this is you stepping up and taking your power back. And honestly, the Empress, like she she lets the Emperor think that he's in control, but really she's in control. she's the one that's really got it going on. So this could be you kind of getting to that place where you're like, maybe he's my counterpart, or maybe I'm good on my own. I mean, the Empress is fine on her own. She's like the ultimate single mom. She can have that baby and raise it and be just fine. She doesn't need the Emperor. But they do make a good couple if it works out. But she's more like, yeah, like I'm gonna share my love with all of my peeps. I don't need just that one person. Tapping into your sensuality, and it could be just that it's time for you to just own your amazingness and to remember that there are so many people out there, that there's a whole world of other people not named Keegan who might be incredibly amazing. And maybe it's time to open up to some more options. Only you know best. But it's a good reading. It's very empowering. I think that you are moving into that place of owning your awesomeness. Definitely. All right. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you so much for showing up. TT. TT just jumped in. Oh, I just saw what Mad Soul said. If you want to ask more than one question, then you can donate. That's excellent. Yes. If you want to donate, I have it down in the description box. I have a PayPal link, and then I'd be happy to answer another question for you if I've already done a reading. And donations do take priority, by the way. Hello, Jeff Fennel. TT. Hi, TT. How does your sister see and feel about you? How does TT's sister see and feel about TT? Change, releasing the past. Makes me think that maybe something's happened. Maybe there's a rift. Family drama. Something's going on. But there's a releasing. There's a moving forward. You know, definitely a change. Unexpected help. I feel like your sister wants to show up for you, is there for you, wants to help you. And maybe your sister wasn't always this way. Yeah, drama in the past. Yeah, families. That happens sometimes. But again, there's this releasing the drama, changing perspective, wanting to help one another. New career moves. I mean, this could be about that either you or she are considering something new, moving in a new direction in your career. Either a new career that either one of you are beginning, or something that you're doing within the career you're already in. And it could be that, like, say, for example, one of you is starting something new and the other one's like, hey, I have a little extra money. Let me help you get that off the ground. Or, I don't know, lots of people are unemployed right now. So maybe you or your sister's like, hey, here's a little extra to get you through until you find a job. But, you know, the list is not closed. No, not currently. And welcome, by the way. Is that Georgia Peach or Ga Peach? But there's some kind of new thing. There's something new. And maybe that's what's helping with this change, with releasing the past, is that you two are needing to collaborate in some way to help one another out because of this new thing. So does she still have bad intentions with me? I'm not seeing that. Honestly, this card right here tells me that there's a release of the past. And then again, we have unexpected help. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking like what needs to happen now is for you to maybe reach out, see what's going on with your sister. You know, offer that olive branch. See where she's at. But again, and that could be a part of what helps this change, is that if she sees that you have good intentions, then maybe that'll help her lower her defenses. Maybe this is some way in which you need to show up and kind of be like, hey, let's let bygones be bygones. Let me help you out. Again, I don't know, but there's something around a new career here. Some way in which one or the other is going to help. So, Georgia, the Georgia butt. Sorry, Peach. Yeah, welcome. Okay. Thank you, TT. Let's see. Oh, is that how you guys know each other? Georgia Peach and Jeff Fennell are both in Georgia. That's cool. Small world. So let's see. Isabella G, are you still here? You can have a general love reading, sure. You've been showing up a lot. Let's see. What do we need to know about Isabella G? Duluth, Georgia. So interesting how the names of places repeat. Yay, Isabella's here. Excellent. Happy to have you here. Thank you so much. All right, general love. General love for Miss Isabella. The Wheel of Fortune. Change and action and take action to allow that wheel to continue moving forward. Action that's going to result in a positive outcome. Let's see what else. Cash flow. Balancing cash flow. Trying to get a handle on the cash flow. What's the question again? Lost it already. You're just asking for general love. General love. So it could be that you're needing to focus on getting stable in your finances. Yeah, it's like kind of figuring out one part of your life can often affect other parts. When you get happy and settled in one area, it kind of lifts your vibration. It raises it, and so then you're just generally happier, and then that's when you can call in what you actually want. Unexpected revelation. Change in action. Maybe something around making money. We have the swords here. She's found 3 swords in the box, and she's sad. Some unexpected revelation around making money. Something that you've changed or are going to change, taking action on that has to do with your money is bringing you some kind of revelation. But in any case, a revelation is good because it allows you to move forward from a clear place. And you gain that wisdom of experience. I don't see how this is related to love per se, unless this is someone that you work with or are going to work with. But there's certainly gaining some kind of wisdom and maybe getting to this place of having this experience. Like I said, you're going through something that is kind of a roller coaster, kind of tumultuous, but you come out of it having gained something, having gained some wisdom that you didn't have before. And maybe that is what moves you towards being able to be open to allowing in love in your life. Yeah. I feel like I want to pull one clarifier. I'm going to pull one from the Osho Zen just to see. Separated from one person, so it must be the Three of Swords. Okay. But gaining some wisdom. And again, there's something around money here. Let me see. Past lives. I think this could be drawing on things that you've learned in your own past lives, if you believe that kind of thing. That the people so often our people in our soul tribe, our soulmates, and I don't mean to say that everyone, like a soulmate can be anybody that we encounter. It's not necessarily a love partner. Yeah, but it's like, having known, maybe you knew this person in a past life, which is what brought you together. But now it's time, we have these soul contracts with one another. And sometimes once we've learned the lesson, we have the revelation, we learn the lesson, then we can let them go and, be like, see you in the next life. Or it could also be that it's allowing you, because you're gaining the wisdom from this experience, that then you're able to call in someone who, you have a soul tie with, who is going to meet you and be able to you'll be at a better place with one another. You'll be able to be on the same wavelength. So yeah. It's good, all in all. I keep getting drawn back to this wisdom of experience. This is your mess to success. This is where you take all the crap you've been through and you're like, I'm going to be amazing because I learned something and I got through it and I'm awesome because of it. And you'll be able to teach others. So, all right. Good. Thank you, Isabella, for showing up. All right. Who all is here? Let's see. Belsamella, welcome. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Ruby R. Go Gina. Elsa Lopez. Oh my goodness, so many people showing up. You're welcome. I hope that helps. You're welcome, Isabella. Georgia Peach. Hot Girl Vic. That's awesome. Georgia Peach, are you still here? You're wanting to know, does RS want to reconcile, or is he gone for good? No communication. I mean, Georgia Peach. Okay. Hot Girl Vic. Maybe. I'm picking at random here. I'm just kind of seeing who shows up. Once I finish reading, I'll see who's here. Trying to go back in the list, I discovered, is a huge pain and waste of time. Yay, everyone knows everyone. That's cool. Okay, so Georgia Peach, you are asking, where'd you go? You're asking about this person, this guy, right? Is he gone for good? Because there's no communication. Taking time to recover. There's definitely a retreat here for one or both of you. Needing to heal. The hand on the head. Got the kind of the clouds out the window. You know, clouds are kind of like the cloudy mind, just needing to like get out of the head for a while. The bedposts are swords. Yeah, feeling pretty. Oh, and there's a flower on the ground. Oh my goodness. It's a little bit of pain. Little bit of pain. Ooh, yeah. Oh, Sunny Rays. Thank you. Thank you, Mad Soul Tarot, for letting me know. Sunny, you'll be next after Georgia Peach. Let me finish this, okay? Thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, so far it's kind of looking like he's, well, we'll see. We'll see what other cards come out. Steady process. It's a steady process going through this recovery. But a steady process implies that there will come a point when you or he gets to the end, gets to the point of clarity, of understanding. Bondage, issues of control, and also freedom. That's interesting. Feeling tied down. I think he's feeling some issues of bondage. I don't know. I don't know what happened with you guys, but something left him feeling tied up, not in control of himself, and needing to just separate and figure himself out. And he's taking the time to do this, maybe through his work. Budget lessons. There's something. So, you know, this could too be that he is just needing to focus on his money right now. That again, I don't know what happened with you guys, but he's having some issues. Like maybe he's, you know, on top of you guys splitting up, he's also dealing with, you know, loss of money in some way, loss of resources, and he's needing to build those back up. So it's hard to say. It's based on these cards. There's he doesn't know. He's figuring things. He's in the middle of figuring things out. He does not know what is going. He's all about his money. Yeah, he's going through something. He's dealing with some kind of issues, and honestly, these cards make me think that, you know, it could go either way. But in this moment, thoughts of you are kind of on the back burner because he is very money focused. And he's trying to figure out how to heal. So, you know, and that's the thing with the cards, like the energies for a person can change from day to day, hour to hour sometimes. And, you know, what a reader tells you today versus tomorrow can be totally different because the person, like, he can change his mind. He can get to a point of clarity, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, I wish you well. That sounds like him. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I mean, I'm glad I'm at least picking up on the correct energies, you know? Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Okay. Sunny Reyes, 111. What's your question? You donated. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how appreciative I am of that. Okay. What is next for your twin flame and you after this stage you're currently in? Okay. So you and your twin flame are in a stage. Okay. I wonder what kind of stage that is. Nervous about change. One or both of you feeling nervous about the next step. Are you moving to the next level? Are you currently in a stage of being on hold? You're trying to decide if you're going to start things back up again. I mean, regardless of the situation, there's definitely some nervousness here, some uncertainty. But filling the cups, the fact that these cups are all full is a good sign to me. It's nervous, but open to the future, open to the change. And there's two butterflies outside the window, which bodes well also, and butterflies represent change. There's two of them. Maybe you're both going through some kind of changes. At the releasing surrender stage. Ooh, the plot thickens. Yes, you are. You are in the release surrender stage. Oh my God, these cards crack me up. Release the past. So whatever's gone down between the two of you, there's a certain amount of needing to let that go in order to allow the change to happen, to get to that new place. But yes, I mean, nervous about the change, but knowing that the change is inevitable, that you have to. I mean, the only thing we can count on in life is change, right? So needing to release the past, needing to forgive one another. Maybe you both have past stuff before one another that you need to work on healing and releasing. Deepshu Nepal, welcome. Challenges and problems. Yeah, and it seems like this is where you're at. You're being faced with having to go up this mountain, and it's dealing with all the swords. It's like encountering the obstacles of needing to change, of releasing the past. The swords are about the mind and thinking and and we can very much get stuck in our mind, especially when we're trying to figure something out like a relationship. But I mean, here we have the Four of Cups, and it's like the cups are about the emotions. So it's almost like the way to work through the challenges and problems is to get into your emotions, feel into what feels right to you. Casey M, welcome. Let me see. Let me pick another. Loving union and teamwork. So yeah, I think like what I just said, getting out of the mind, getting into the heart and the emotions is your key to coming to this new place of loving union and being able to work together. That teamwork. And we still have the clouds here. We still have stuff going on in the mind. There's always a certain amount of figuring things out, having to reconsider things, to stop every so often together and be like, okay, let's have a little team meeting here. How are things going so far? Let's have a conversation over some coffee or tea or whatever you drink. Hot chocolate. But I think this says that you are successfully releasing the past, whatever went down between the two of you, whatever challenges and problems you two have faced with one another, and again with other people from your past. Typically there's always something that came before. Pretty much always. And if you haven't been in a relationship before, then it probably came from your parents. So, um, and since you, I'm gonna pick some cards from the Good Tarot because you donated. I'm gonna make this a little bit longer because you're awesome. I love you. Thank you. It's a process. It really is. I mean, and especially, I don't know a lot about the twin flame thing. There's a lot of contradictory information out there, different differences of opinion, but ultimately the twin flame idea that you and this person, you have big karma together, big lessons that you're learning with one another. And for at least so far from what I'm seeing, you're gonna get through it. You're both bringing something to the table to help the other learn, which is allowing for soul growth, which is always, always, always a good thing. Okay. Yeah, the tower. I mean, again, this is change. You know that something needs to come down in order to rebuild. Four of Air, taking the time to rest, to heal, to contemplate, do some introspection, meditate. That helps a lot with gaining clarity. And it also helps with releasing the past, because as you gain the clarity, then you can see things differently. You get the broader perspective. But then you're going to see swift. This is swift movement. This is going on a journey with one another, facing those challenges and problems head on. I love this card because she's riding the panda, and I feel like that would probably be a pretty comfortable ride. Like, it's all fluffy, and they're kind of slow and lumbering, and like it's not a jarring journey. I guess unless the panda decides to like roll over, which I guess they like to do. But this could be a journey that you two take together physically. Maybe you need to go on a road trip together. Just go on a day-long outing. Just get away from your usual surroundings. But this card often speaks to me of the journey within. That healing, going within and figuring out what needs to be released so that you can move forward. And again, and this is also gaining momentum. So yeah, doing the work, not letting things hold you guys back. Page of Water. I love this card. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you too. I really, really do. Thank you for being here and for donating. You're awesome. And this is a great card. I love this card because it's all about being playful and being in a childlike state of wonder and curiosity and excitement for the future. Just wanting to splash in the water. You have the flowers here in the water. Are those lotuses? I think they are. Oh, and she's a mermaid. I hadn't caught that before. Mermaids live in the water. The water represents emotions. This is being comfortable in your emotions, having gone from the head into the heart and gotten comfortable with the emotions that are coming up for you guys. One or both of you. I feel like this is both of you because, again, we have the teamwork here. getting to onto common ground, common water, as it were, but through a place of being playful, of enjoying one another's company, getting back to the place where maybe you started, where there's that place of recognition, of enjoying one another, just simply because that other person exists, and that just brings you so much delight. There's so much delight in this card. So it's like releasing the past, you can get back to that place of, like, again, innocence and excitement. And it's really funny because she's got something on her head, and this has always looked like a fish to me, but now I look at it and I'm like, I don't think that's a fish. I mean, she's a mermaid, so I guess she could have a fish on her head. But I've always said, like, just be playful and silly. And if you want to stick a fish on your head, do it. Because, you're having fun. So, okay. Sunny Reyes, this is really good. I'm excited for you. You've got a little bit of obstacles that you're dealing with, but it's awesome. Okay. So let's see. Hi, Blueberry. Welcome back. Selena Rosa is here. Lovely K is here. Shrey is here. Oh, you're welcome. Sunny Reyes, you are so welcome. I should say your full name, Sunny Reyes 111. I have a thing for triple numbers, so your name is extra special to me. Thank you. So let me see what we got here. I thought I saw Georgia Peach. Thank you, Mad Soul Tarot. Oh my God, you're amazing. Thank you for modding for me. Georgia Peach, thank you. Right. How about this, Georgia Peach? Because we have a lot of people who have joined. Can you give me your question? What's your question? Georgia Peach. I'm going back. Oh yeah, because you had asked about the guy. God, my brain. I get into doing does RS. Oh, his name was RS. Okay, so you had asked about RS. Does he want to reconcile, or is he gone for good? There's no communication. And then it's all about his money. That's right. So, Georgia Peach, are you still here? Did you want me to answer another question for you? Because I did say that I would do that. If people donate, I will answer more than the original question. You do have another question. Okay. Bring it on, girlfriend, boyfriend. I think I cannot assume anything. Person, friend. What's your question? Are we still talking about our RS dude who loves his money? Or do you want to know something else? And by the way, thank you so much for the donation. I can't tell you how much it means to me. It's just, yeah, it's awesome. Nope. I just said a bunch of things. What does nope mean? Nope, you don't want to know about dude? You want to know about something else? You want a general reading? Know about your neighbor, about your dog, about your sister's boyfriend's roommate. LM. Okay. We got some new letters on the board. LM. What do we need to know about LM? Cautious progress. Holding the flowers. Contemplating giving those flowers to you. But not quite there yet. Thinking. Yeah, definitely contemplating. I mean, progress. So that implies movement. Something's going to happen. But feeling stress and anxiety. And maybe that's why there's caution here. Stress and anxiety about something. Up in LM's head. Taking time to pause and observe. Understanding. LM seems to know themselves. Because they're feeling the stress and anxiety. They're taking, it's this cautious progress, but it's like this person is meditating. And it makes me think of someone who's aware of how to deal with their stuff. Not just like flinging things aside and pretending they don't exist, but actually going within and like really doing some introspection, taking the time to pause. New guy. So you don't know what that's about. I mean, it's possible that I'm tapping into your energy as well. Your energy about LM. About, you said he's a new guy. Okay, I can say he. There's a lot of needing, a lot of suspense, a lot of waiting, a lot of pausing. There is progress, but it's slow. It's slow and cautious because there is some kind of stress and anxiety. And this could be around that he, I don't know. I mean, it could be that he's dealt with something in the past that has him like kind of worried about how things are going to happen for him in the future. Needing to gain a new perspective. Needing to take the time. Maybe he wants to take things slow. He's like interested, but he's been burned before. And so he wants to like really wait and see. Maybe he needs to get to know you. He needs to wait and see if you're going to like step off the teeter-totter and send him crashing to the ground. Or if you're going to like balance there and get off the thing together. So neither of you ends up like getting the worst butt ache of your life. Speaking from experience here. All right. I'm going to choose from Osho Zen so I can get a little more. Men say we are complicated. It's true. I think in a way we are. I think what it is that men have this ability to compartmentalize, where they have these different boxes. I think of it as like these different rooms or boxes in their mind, and whatever they don't want to think about, they can take it and they can put it in a box and close it and it's gone. They can choose not to think about something. It doesn't mean it's gone away. It doesn't mean it's healed. But they will say we are complicated because we're like, we can't do that. Not typically, not most females that I know. We're like, I need to look at this thing from all angles and I can't stop thinking about it. I can't just put it in a box and not think about it. What do you mean not think about it? Like, it's just not possible. It's like, I don't know. So I think that's where where that idea of us being complicated comes from, because guys are like, well, just don't think about it, and it's like, well, the thing with thinking about it is you can actually get to the bottom of the thing. You can actually heal a thing. You can get a new perspective that you couldn't if you had it like hiding in a box somewhere. So, so sick of waiting. So you're waiting for this guy. You're waiting for LM. And LM is pausing, is leaving you in suspense. LM's dealing with some kind of suppression. This is exactly what I was talking about. Typically, and this has been my experience with men in general, they are not taught to deal with their emotions. They are taught that you have to be a man, you stuff that shit down, and you move on. Put it in a box. But what's happening is they still have emotions just like everybody, but now they're suppressing them. And it's actually tying them up and creating this burden, creating this weight. And regardless of what they tell you, regardless of them being like, oh, I'm fine, everything's fine, I don't think about that, whatever, haha, it's in there and they're not dealing with it. This is self-inflicted. And if you look at this card, these ropes are really loose. Like this figure could shake these ropes off pretty quickly, pretty easily. And there's a window here. Like this person can it seems like they're weighed down by the weight. I was looking at this some more, because the clouds are kind of like a cloudy mind. But also the window's open. And so I feel like they're weighed down by what's going on in their mind, but ignoring it but weighed down. And if they could just shake off those ropes, stand up, go through the window, they would discover like, oh, I'm free. Yay. I don't have to be held down. I don't have to suppress all this. They all play the waiting game. I want to correct that. They don't all. We don't want to lump them all into a category. Many do. I know plenty of women who play a waiting game as well. It just depends. And I don't know. What did Pharrell say? Not until you want to commit. All of a sudden, they have every reason not to commit. Interesting. Yeah, I think that is a common story. I don't know. I've been in a few relationships. I'm no expert, but I do know that it comes back. What was that? Shit kind of fooled me. Men dislike night. I do not dislike men at all. Just for the record. It's a different way of showing up. I think that typically women can have a tendency to over analyze things, to second guess their second guessing and tie themselves in knots. It goes both ways. And I was just going to say that in this situation, LM is reflecting something back to you that is within you. Everyone outside of ourselves is a mirror of ourselves. So this is a really great opportunity for you to look within, look at yourself and see where are you feeling cautious? Where are you feeling stressed and anxious? Maybe you kind of need to, like, if you're attracting someone who's pausing and needing to observe and taking their time and not sure, maybe that's actually a part of yourself that you're not totally aware of, that you're not in touch with, that's actually not quite ready for the commitment. I've discovered that in myself, that if I haven't actually dealt with the past, with my pain from the past, that I'm going to attract people who are not available in one way or another, because I'm actually not, even if I think I am. Okay. Yeah, no list. That's right. Clinging to the past. And I think this is where the stress and anxiety is coming from, because the past has not been healed for one or both of you. Most likely both. Because again, you're oh, thank you for letting me know. Red Sage donated. Thank you, Red Sage. You are next. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Suppressing the emotions from the past. Feeling the stress and anxiety, feeling cautious, feeling a little bit worried about moving forward, feeling the need to pause and observe, to wait. It's very much a wait and see game because of fear. This all leads back to fear of what's gone down in the past. And clinging, clinging to it. It's like, it's not healing. It's dwelling. There's a difference there. Oh my goodness, Georgia Peach. Patience. Patience. Patience, Danielson. Yeah, old Karate Kid reference. We have the cycles of the moon. She's got the big belly. It takes time to grow something. I want to bring us back here to the cautious progress. He is holding the flowers, at his belly. There's something growing here. There is some, if he and or you could just get to I want to say, when you get to that place of healing, I feel like this is very likely to come to fruition, because again, we have the pregnant belly here, but you need to go through the cycle. Some time needs to pass. We can't figure everything out in one sitting, in one night. And pausing and observing, this can be really good. I know very often we're like, but I just want the thing now. And it's like, but we appreciate it so much more. Like, you don't want someone to come to you who's all like messed up and crazy about their ex. You want them to be healed and to come to you, relatively healed. So then you can start, kind of figure out your balance with one another. She's very balanced. And it looks good to me. Oh my God, here we go. This is this, yes. Give you the flowers. Look, she's sitting on the flower. Flowering. This is beautiful. This this is coming around. Like, it's a process. It's having to go through the waiting period, through the cycle. But it's going to come to this place of balance and beauty. Like, she's sitting on the flower on top of the water. So the emotions are there, but they're rather settled. She's not in them, she's on them. Like, she's all rainbows and light and happiness. And I feel like, the patience thing. You're dealing with divine timing right here. You're dealing with someone who's figuring out their shit, and that is so good. you are very lucky. You do not want someone who's just gonna like jump into your bed, from someone else's bed from the night before. You know what I'm saying? Like, allowing it to be a process is really good. Allowing it to grow, to come to fruition, to flower. Flowers bloom in their own time. You can't make them bloom before they're ready. But when they do, it's beautiful, and there's so much balance in the green. The green makes me think of like the heart energy and being connected with higher power, with the universe. And I feel like he is going to reflect you. Like, you both will kind of come to this similar place together through this process. So I would say just hang in there. RS and LM are both doing that. Both doing the pause and observation thing. Or are they both flowering? I mean, either way it's good. So yeah, it can be the hardest thing to do, but have that patience. You'll get through it. You will. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. I want to thank you again, Georgia Peach. Thank you so much for donating. And Red Sage, you're the one that donated, right? Did you leave? You did. Not sure if I just thought I'd mention it. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. This is really fun. Honestly, it can be a little intimidating. Like, all these people come and I'm just like, oh my God, like I wish I had more time. I just need to do this more. And anyway, Red Sage, are you here? Red Sage Tarot. You donated. I want to give you a reading. What's your question? Are you here? Yes. Okay. Question is about your ex and father of your child. Ooh, okay. That's complicated. His name is John. Just wondering if you will get back together at some point. Oh man, when you share a kid. Hey, no problem. No problem. I understand. Internet issues. And by the way, I apologize for any issues and your internet issues on my end as well. My internet is not great. Are you going to get back together with your ex, the father of your child, with John? With John. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer that because it's kind of a yes or no, but I can give you the energies around what's going on with John for sure, especially with this new deck, which is my old deck. I'm so excited that I got it out. Change and action. It seems good so far. I mean, a change implies a change of where you're at, which is not together. So taking action. Unfulfilled expectations. Is this what happened? Is there, I mean, obviously something went down that led you guys to split up. Somewhere one or both of you were left feeling unfulfilled. You have these cups, but she's like, I'm still looking. I'm still looking for more. It's not quite enough. You don't have your 10 cups. Someone didn't get their 10 cups. Celebration and bounty. So maybe maybe you're having, there's going to be some kind of change. There's going to be some kind of action taken. But first you need to it was the baby. He wa he didn't feel he was ready and you broke up. He didn't feel he was ready to have a baby, so he left? Really? I hope he still helps out. God, I hope he still helps. I mean, I'm sorry, if he just up and left you with a baby, I don't do you wanna be with that guy? Just have to ask. Anyway, um, you gotta there's something that I think you guys need to figure out. Some way in which expectations were not being met, and having a baby can be the biggest thing that breaks up relationships. He didn't have a father, but she sees him every week. That's good. Thank God. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, kids. Like some people are like, "Oh, our relationship isn't doing very well. We decided to have a kid." I'm like, "What? That's the worst idea possible cuz I mean, kids break up a relationship faster than anything, I think. But especially if you didn't plan to have the kid, if that was a surprise, and someone's not ready, that can be tough. And especially with a new mom, you're whether you're nursing or not, you're still changing diapers, you're still not getting enough sleep, you're still having to nurture this little being that requires all of you if you're doing it right. So, John could be feeling very unfulfilled because suddenly he's not getting the attention from you because you're having to give it to the baby. But look, celebration, bounty. I feel like you're gonna get to a point where you have a sit down with one another and you talk about the unfulfilled expectations. What was he expecting? Getting on a level playing field where you can say, okay, look, this is where I'm at and this is what I'm able to give in any given moment. Finding some kind of place of compromise. And as the baby grows, it gets easier also. But coming to a place of celebration and bounty, that it looks good. It looks like, taking action, changing the situation, getting to a better place. Mm. Making swift decisions. Um, Taking action swiftly. I'm definitely kind of getting that John still loves you. Probably just freaked him out. Suddenly like having the whole like committed thing, like I don't know if you were married. Sounds like you weren't, but together with the baby, marriage on the way. This is the rest of his life. Like maybe he just wasn't quite ready for it, and it would be good for you. It would be good for the baby. I mean, it's great if a child can have both its parents. Doesn't always work out that way, but it's great when it does. Um, Nine of Earth. This is about like being self-discipline. This is a person who's very comfortable being single, very what's the word? Able to take care of themselves. She didn't need someone to take care of her. She's got it. I feel like this is you. You are getting to this place. You see, she's holding this little plant. It's like nurturing, it's like the baby. Learning that you have everything within you to raise that baby on your own, that you can take care of that baby and yourself. That it would be great to have John back, but you don't need John. And the Queen of Earth. Very resourceful. Again, I feel like this is really your friends now. Good. That's good. Awkward and shy with each other when it comes to feelings. Yes, you are an independent lady. This is telling me you're an independent lady. She's super grounded. She's really resourceful. She's really, she's the master gardener. She knows how to take a seed and grow it into the bountiful harvest. Same with her. And maybe that's what this time is. Oh, it makes me think that maybe how independent you are is a little bit, what's the word? Off-putting, or somehow it could be that John has some kind of expectations around being in a relationship, being a father, you being a mother, wife, husband, whatever, that that you just who you are. You don't fit the typical like wifey, little mommy role. That you're like, no, I got this. I can handle it all on my own. Thank you very much. And successfully. And maybe that's a little, intimidating. That was the word. Ha, Taurus. Yes, you are. Look at you, Miss Earth Energy. Hanged Man. Taking some time. I feel like this has switched to you. That you needing some time to, maybe both of you, change your perspective. This is a perspective shift. This is surrendering to whatever what you are facing in this moment, to the crying baby you are holding in your arms, or the laughing one. But typically it's the crying one that puts us in our stress mode and causes the issues. But it's gaining that new perspective. And we have the two figures here. Both are suspended. Both have the wings to right themselves. But both of them are getting a slightly different perspective than than normal. Intimidate him sometimes. I bet you do. I know that, men often feel like they want to be the provider. And I think it's a built-in biological thing. And when a woman stands up and is like, I got this, it can make a man feel like, but that's my role, and it's something to navigate. It's something you two need to navigate, I think, to talk about, to work through, to help each other gain a new perspective and surrender to what the situation actually is versus your expectations of it. Because then there's going to be a celebration, I believe. Five of Earth, lots of Earth for my Taurus friend here. Yeah, this is like it's like alternative forms of abundance, believing in the illusion of lack, maybe because things haven't been working out, that see, how do I say this? It's like believing that because you've split up, because you're at odds, that um, the situation is hopeless. But in reality, just from what you've said, he's financially struggling too. You're not anymore, so that's cool. Um, yeah, because you're resourceful. Hmm. Um, and I feel like this is seeing beyond the illusions, needing to understand that there are alternative forms of abundance, that maybe he is struggling financially, but that it sounds like you are interested in making this work, and that if he would be on board with it, that maybe temporarily you can kind of help be the provider until he can get in a better place. Cool. Because again, it's just an illusion. It sounds like he's got some beliefs, some attitudes that are working against him, some expectations that are not totally based in reality, that sound like they're a little bit antiquated, a little bit from, you know, they've come down the ancestral line and they don't really apply here. And so again, I think this is going to require some conversation, some figuring, getting onto the same wavelength with one another. You need to hash some stuff out. Um, so yeah, but it's looking really good. It's looking like, I mean, uh-huh. Yeah, and you have the Wheel of Fortune and Swift, what is that? Swift decisions. I think it looks good. Red Sage Tarot. So, yeah, good. Good. I'm glad that resonates. I'm very glad. Thank you. Um, thank you for being here. I just want to appreciate you in this moment, for donating, for showing up in the first place. And I wish you well in this journey with John and your baby. Sounds promising. So John Holmes, um, you are so welcome. John Holmes donated. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So, John Holmes, I was just talking about it, John. Now we're going to get John's perspective on things. You most likely are not the same John as Red Sage Tarot was talking about. But there is a thread that connects us all, isn't there? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate the donations. I really do. And I do have my email down there in the description box below. So I am open to doing private readings. I would love to do this as my full-time job. I would absolutely love it. So just saying, if you want a private reading, if you know someone, I will give a very good deal. Because yes, I am still learning. Still getting my feet wet. Okay, so John Holmes says, you want to get a read for the week ahead. Sweet. Okay. The week ahead for John Holmes. See what time we're looking at. Woo! 4:38 already. My goodness. I'm on the West Coast here. It's getting close to being my dinner time. All right. John, you are spending some time reflecting. You are looking through the cupboard of your heart, seeing what's in there. How many cups do you have? Are they full? Are they empty? Just reflecting on things. Recharging your hopes. Hi, Demetra P. I don't think I've said hi to everyone. Chrissy Chandler is back. Hello. Forever Jada. I am doing a reading right now for John Holmes. He donated, and donations get priority. And honestly, I don't know how many more I'm going to be able to do because I am getting super hungry. It's already almost been 2 hours. I can't believe it. It goes so fast. But if I don't get you this time, I'll be back again. I'll be doing this again. So John Holmes, you are recharging your hopes. You're taking the time to reflect what's happened in the past. And like most of us, dare I say all of us, there have been some things that have dashed your hopes. But through this reflection, you are gaining a new perspective, and you are seeing that there are still some cups in there. And that's giving you hope. You have the Tower. Discovery, change, and adjustments. This could be something actually that happens. Something that happens that kind of shakes you up. But coming after these two cards, the reflection and recharging your hopes, this is feeling more like an epiphany of sorts, of a discovery about a part of yourself that maybe you weren't totally aware of, that you're doing this thing that I don't know if you were around when we were talking about it earlier, but very often men don't spend so much time going within, examining their feelings. And what can happen is the feelings are still there, but they get put in a box. They get put away in the cupboard, and the door gets closed and sometimes locked. So the feelings are there, but now they're just not dealt with. They're sitting rotting in a dark box, a dark cupboard. And it seems like maybe this has been something that you have been taught to do, or you've kind of done in your past, and now you're spending the time, you've opened that cupboard, you're looking to see what's actually in there, which is actually giving you hope. And you're discovering this part of yourself that you were maybe not, it's not that you were unaware necessarily, but you weren't in touch with. Like, this figure is really contemplating this tower. And yes, the tower has some holes here, but it's still standing. It looks like it could fall. But you're just, it's almost like you're the observer, just like, huh, that's interesting. I didn't realize things actually look this way. It's, she's looking at things from a new perspective in a way. It is, again, the discovery. There's some kind of change in your life that's allowing the discovery. And yes, there will be some adjustments. Anytime we have an epiphany, anytime we do discover something, we are literally adjusting ourselves to a new idea, a new way of thinking, a new belief or understanding. It's so interesting when the cards come back. Like, I've found that doing these live readings, that there will be themes that cycle around, that kind of are here for the group. And by the way, I want to say to anybody watching this, even though this reading is not for you, we are all connected. And there may be something in here that directly speaks to whatever situation you're currently in. Allow yourself to listen to this reading as if it were for you, because you very likely will get something out of it. Unfulfilled expectations, John. I feel like that's what this tower is speaking to. I feel like all of these holes are the unfulfilled expectations from your past. The places where you felt hopeless, where your hopes were dashed. But you're starting to see that you can be hopeful, because even though there are places where you felt hopeless, overall, the structure is still there. You still have 5 cups. You're already halfway there. And that's good. Realizing that rather than looking out in the distance to see where you can get the other 5 cups, that maybe the point is to look at what you do have, to feel gratitude and appreciation for what's here. And that's a part of your reflection. And here we have 6 cups. So there's, again, it's seeing what's in front of you. It's reflecting on, it's assessing what's already here. And I think that really helps to bring you hope. Taylor Washington, welcome. Okay, so let me go to the Osho Zen, because we're looking at John's week ahead. You got a lot of contemplation. Well, you're gonna do this from a playful place. I mean, that's the best way to deal with any kind of issue, if we can, is to try and see the humor in it. Try and see the fun in the situation, or even if we're faced with something that's a little heavy, to try and put our attention on what brings us joy, what makes us laugh. Finding those people that you can just be yourself with, and the arms are open wide, and there's such a freedom of movement in this card. No thingness. I love this card because this to me represents the infinite possibilities that are available to you. And maybe this is a part of what's recharging your hopes, is starting to understand that you have so much that's available to you. I think when you start focusing on what you have rather than looking outside of what you have, looking to what you don't have, it brings you full circle. It brings you back around to this place of realizing that this is where all things are created. By going within, by doing the reflection, you're tapping into this place, the place that creates, that manifests all the things that you desire. And you won't have the unfulfilled expectations anymore, because you will be this is a place of fulfillment. It is nothing and everything at the same time. Sharing of yourself, sharing of your resources, enjoying time and food and light and all the good things with the people around you. Maybe realizing that maybe in the past you felt unfulfilled because you were waiting for people to fill your cup, and now you're coming to the understanding that you need to fill your own cup. And then you can share that with others because your cup runneth over. And this is you, that you figured that out. You figured out how to fulfill yourself. If you go to someone with an empty cup and you're like, please fill my cup, like they can pour into it forever, and it's a never ending pour. It's a never ending fill. And eventually the other person gets tapped out. But when you come with a full cup, not only are you able to share because you have more than enough, but you're able to attract others who can also share. Because other people mirror us. So, yeah, it's a good week, John. Very good week. Just keep in mind that getting into this mindset of needing to control, um, you're wanting to embody this, where it's kind of free form, kind of a flowing energy, compared to this, which is very rigid, very, very hard, very closed off. This is what manifests all the things that you actually want, all the possibilities that are available to you. This is what closes you off to that flow. And so, you might have this tendency to want to control, see this clenched fists there, and it's like, got to be a certain way. And realizing that is a part of what leads to unfulfilled expectations, is needing things to be different than they are. That is what expectations are. Wanting something to be a certain way. And then when it doesn't show up that way, then it's like, wah, wah, that sucks. And realizing that when you're in this state of open, flowing happiness, that all the good things flow in. It's it's all part of the balance of energy, the flow of energy, the give, the sharing, and the receiving. Sharing of yourself, filling your cup. So anyway, there you have it. There you have it, John. I hope that was a good reading for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. I have no idea where I am at in this list. I feel like I could do one, maybe two more readings. Oh, Karina donated. Are you asked, can you, or did you? For some reason, my phone isn't telling me. Usually it does, which is really annoying. Oh, no, it's there. mm. Let me just take a look. Sorry, guys. Oh, my God. All right. I'm not even going to worry about it. Karina, you said, can I donated? I'm not sure what that means. Did you donate? Or are you asking if can you? Yes, you can. I'm so appreciative if you do. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I was going to try and look, and my phone wants me to like verify and do all these things. And I'm just going to trust that happened. And yes, I will do a reading for you, Karina. Who is coming towards you in your love life? You're getting worried about your love life. You're single. Did I do a reading for you before? I feel like I recognize your name, but I don't know. I don't remember. Life happens. I forget my readings. I forget everything. Yeah. My brain has holes in it, kind of like that tower in John's reading. All right. So, Karina, who is coming towards you in your love life? Test of courage. Someone who's going to test your courage? I don't know. Let me see. Let me pick more. Maybe your courage is being tested as someone comes in. Maybe you think you really want one, but you've been single for so long, you're like, like when it actually happens, takes a little bit of courage to like actually open up. Budget lessons. This could be you dealing with some financial issues. Could be someone you're calling in. Maybe the courage has to do with figuring out your money situation or them. I mean, we have 2 5s there. New career moves. This is seeming very career focused, even though you're asking about your love life. And it could be, like I said before, that, when we get something figured out in one area of our life, it naturally raises our vibration, and then we're able to get to a better place in general that can then call in, like, if it's the career and we get that kind of figured out and sorted, then, we're able to be more open to a relationship. There's some kind of career thing here. These two speak to me of you, and it could be the person you're calling in, but I feel like this is you figuring out something new where you can bring in more money. Maybe you're going to work for yourself. Maybe you're going to be promoted in the job you already have. Try dating apps. I've never tried a dating app. I'm not the person to ask. The High Priestess, feminine influence, inner guidance. I mean, I think if you are being called to try a dating app, that your inner guidance is telling you you're being asked to be courageous. Better to say that the message is about stepping into your courage and your femininity. And the High Priestess is very, very spiritual, very tapped into intuition. This is really knowing yourself and understanding that there is more to this world than just the 3D experience, more than just your 5 senses. That there is what they call the sixth sense. There's the knowing that you're not alone, that you have some kind of higher power working with you. Needing to follow your inner guidance. Again, it's very money focused. Let me see what the Osho Zen has to say. I don't know. I know a lot of people swear by dating apps. I mean, if that feels something that you would like to try, why not? Integration. Yeah, I'm getting that there's something in you that needs to be, you don't focus so much about money, more about love. This card is, it's telling me that you're needing to find the balance. Maybe it's that you're focusing so much on love that there's this constricted feeling, this closed offedness. It's like wanting something so bad, but you're actually caught up in the lack of it, of not having it, and that's what's being sent out into the universe. And so you're just continually getting more of the not having. And it's needing to integrate these different parts of your life that, yes, love would be great. Yes, a relationship would be great. I totally get it. But also realizing that there are other parts to life, that finding a romantic partner isn't going to be the magic. uh what am I trying to say? It's not going to cure, it's not going to be the cure for everything. In fact, I don't know if you've been in too many romantic relationships, but typically bringing in a romantic partner brings in a whole new can of worms that you need to open and sift through. You cry and cry and want it so bad, makes you so sad. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's hard when you feel alone and you want that comfort, you want that companionship. But what's happening here is you're closing yourself off to all the other amazing things of life. And ultimately, I'm really getting that you are not filling your own cup. You either haven't learned how to do that or you've gotten out of the practice. And this card here, this integration card, is like you need to find that place in yourself where you are whole, where you get back to your wholeness. It's not about giving up. It's about surrendering, and there is a difference. When you surrender, you are taking, it's like taking your fists, and you're like this. You're like, I want it so bad. You're crying. You're like, but see, you're completely closed off to what the universe wants to bring into you. You want it so bad. And then you're like, maybe I'm just supposed to be alone. And you're like, there's a lot of constriction. When you surrender, you're opening your hands. You're opening yourself to the flow, to the universal energies, to the balance, to what is rightfully yours. And that does include money. It could be that focusing on your career for a change is going to help get you out of that constricted feeling, give you a different focus that's going to move you into a place. Doing something new can help us kind of shake ourselves out of the rut that we get into sometimes. But again, there's so much balance here. We have the moon and the sun. The eagle has that broader perspective of things, tapped into your higher power, to your intuition and your knowing that thing that you want, that person that you want, you already have it. There is no time the way we perceive it. Everything is happening all at once. So to get into that place of knowing that you've already achieved it, you just haven't gotten there yet on this timeline, because we have to, in our 3D reality, we are on this timeline, right? We're here and we have to get there, and it takes a little bit. But you can do that gracefully. And yeah, again, it's tough when you're dealing with feeling lonely. It's learning how to fulfill yourself, how to be your own best friend. Why? It's asking those questions, like, why do you think having someone would make you not feel lonely? Yes, there's a person there, but what if you end up, if we're in a place of desperation and feeling lonely, we very often can go towards something that is not for our highest, because we're in that place of desperation. We're like, I'm just going to take the next thing, when really what you want is the next right thing. The cards are saying you have to take it moment to moment. You have to learn to be in the present moment. So far, I I can't say one way or another. I honestly believe that when it's meant for you, it will come. But you gotta open, surrender. See, his arms are out and he's got this little smile on his face and he's just like, I'm just going to take it one step at a time, knowing that he's going to get where he needs to go, that he's going to invite in the things that are meant for him. Again, we have this kind of inner guidance, tapping into that part of yourself, knowing that you're going to get where you need to go. You're going to find your person. But you have some things to learn. You have to get in harmony with yourself first. Because otherwise you are going to call in someone and it's not going to work out because you are going in with an empty cup. And whoever comes in, you're going to be like, "Fill my cup." And no matter how much they try to fill your cup, it's never going to be enough. You got to learn to fill your own cup. And that's where, it's like the balance between the heart and the mind. Getting into a place of feeling playful. Dolphins are very playful. They're very community oriented. Um, I don't know if you have many friends in your life, but like get yourself out there and enjoy time with people that fulfill you. It doesn't have to be in a romantic sense. Get into the habit of just enjoying time with a person, period. Um, enjoying time with yourself. When you're feeling lonely, you're missing out on all the fun you can have doing, take yourself out on a date. Enjoy time with yourself. Let yourself be your own best friend. The person you trust is your twin sister. Spend time with her. I mean, looking at her, it's practically like looking in a mirror, right? Like, um, try to do things that get you into a place of feeling playful because that's going to help get you into balance. Again, you want to connect your intuition with your heart. That's your key. It's the understanding that the something is coming in and then feeling it, knowing that it's already whoever you are looking for is also looking for you. But if you're closed off, they can't find you. It's like it creates like a force field, like a what do you call it? A cloaking cloaking device, and they can't find you. And so it's when you connect and you use your feelings to feel what it's going to feel like when you finally have that person in your life, as if it's already happening right now. Get into the practice of doing that, but also being in the moment and enjoying where you're at. That's what helps to raise your vibration. It's simple, not easy. Oh, thank you so much. J- Jolia, George, thank you so much. Um, yeah, you have a little bit of inner work to do here. Learning how to access your own inner power. This is your own personal power. This is this is tapping into your wisdom, using your intuition, using your ability to tap into your higher power. I think before anyone can come in, you have to reach this place of mastery within yourself. Ultimately loving yourself. Making yourself your own best friend. Because when you love yourself, then you can attract in someone who can mirror that back. So, I'm not saying that it's never going to happen. I firmly believe that you have the desire. That tells me that you've put that desire out to the universe. It wants to send you what you want. Your job now is to open to what the universe is sending you. And right now, you are in this place of being closed off. And this is a journey for you to become balanced, to integrate these different parts of yourself, to learn to be present, to focus on your money, on your coin, and get solid in that respect. Learning how to take care of yourself, doing something in your career that is fulfilling, that makes you like feel excited to get up in the morning, doing something new. And it kind of shakes up the energy. Tapping into your personal power and your ultimate wisdom. You have it all within you. And I just know that when you get to this place, you're on a hero's journey, and you are in the part where you're walking, it's like walking through the fires of hell a little bit, and not sure if you're ever going to get out, and the hopelessness. Every hero deals with a moment or more of feeling hopeless. But you're going to get through it, and you're learning some really powerful, amazing lessons that you're going to take with you through your life. And when you get to this place, then you will attract in that person. So, yeah, it looks really good. It's, it requires effort, but all good things in life do. And you're gonna come to a place of just, I think this is speaking to the place that you are going to get to. Just keep working on it. Keep spending time with yourself, with your twin sister, doing things that make you feel good. Practice extreme self-care. What kinds of things make you feel good? What do you like to do? Do you like taking baths? Do you like going to the movies? Do you, like, what kind, do you go out for a walk, go for a bike ride, go, do some kind of art project? Like, what's fun for you? Get into the fun stuff that bring enjoyment. Working out. Yeah, go work out. Oh my God. Build that body. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I think I need to call it. I am super hungry, and it's been 2.5 hours now. And so I'm gonna sign off. I'm so sorry. I hope there isn't. I don't think there are any other donations. I don't want to miss anybody that has actually donated. I'm sorry to all you guys. Sonia D, Taylor Washington, Jolia George, Grace OD. Thank you all so much for showing up. I really, really appreciate it. And unfortunately, I need to eat. Farid, thank you. Jeff Fennell, sorry I didn't get to you. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Thank you for joining me. Thanks to all who subscribed. And I wish you all like just many blessings on your journeys. Remember that, life's a roller coaster. It's meant to be that way. So try and enjoy the ride as best you can. You'll always come back on the upswing. So anyway, thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah.